everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and today I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products. So I hope you join me. If you're seeing this part, you're probably catching the replay, so hashtag replay, let me know you stopped by. I'm going to set up my keyword and then share this into my free VIP group. If you are not in my VIP group, type VIP into the comments and I'll send you a private message with a link to that group. All right, let me hit that. Today's keyword is hug. If you type that, I'll send you a private message with the supply list. All right, let me refresh this. That is not where I want to be. There we are. When you hop on, say hello, hit the heart button, comment, sprinkle if you can. All right, let me make sure. There we are. Yes, I can hear myself. Okay, let me share this. All right, I don't know if I'm able to see comments, but please comment. If you comment, maybe it will bring up my comments. My son is sleeping right behind us in this room, so I'm going to try to be a little bit quiet, so turn up your volume. Hopefully you can hear me. I wanted to come on live because the storm is supposed to start soon, and if we lose power and all that kind of stuff, you might not see me for a few days. So that's where we are. But if you comment, hit the heart button and share, others will find us, and I greatly appreciate that. We are going to do an inking project today because I found this at the Target dollar spot a few weeks ago. Thought it was super cute, and I wanted to use it for this coffee transfer. So it was $5 and it came with this cute little pot holder and towel, and this is just going to be a decorative piece for me, not something I'm actually going to use. And we're going to use this transfer, Hug in a Mug. It has two different designs on it. It's a 4.5 by 6 size transfer. It's our smallest transfer. Let me see. Let me see if I comment, if I can see something. Let me see if I can tag my VIP group. No, I can't see what I was doing. All right, let me see. Sometimes I cannot see comments, and I think today is going to be one of them. But let me know what the weather is like where you are, if you're getting a storm, preparing for one, nice and sunny. All right, I'm going to cut this in half. It has a cut line, so I'm just cutting down that cut line. Today's keyword is hug, H-U-G. If you type that in the comments, I'll send you a supply list with everything I am using that you can get. Like I said, this was from Target. This is something that we no longer have. It's an adhesive patch that we're going to be using for the towel, and we're going to cut this down. Hopefully I can cut, pretty sure I can cut around that. But I have the ink in there, the transfer. I have the ink mat. This is an older ink mat that I have cut down, and so we're going to stick this in here just to sort of keep everything in place. It might help, it might not. It has a little bit of cushion, but let's see. So one says coffee is a hug in a mug, and the other one says life begins after coffee. So I think I'm gonna put this one on here. Hi Lori, how are you? I got this at the Target dollar bin, but I got it a few weeks ago, so I don't know if they still have it, but that's where I got it. And this is just going to be a decorative piece, but I still am doing this in ink because sometimes people around here like to use my decorative stuff, even though I tell them it's decorative. So yeah, all right, so I'm going to stick this on here right in the middle. And this is a little poofy, so hopefully, hopefully it won't give too much. Sometimes if it's cushiony, it's got a little bit of a bounce, and so the transfer doesn't like to stick too well. So I'm gonna push really, really light, and hopefully it will be okay. If you chalk or ink on something that's really cushiony like this, you could even use that adhesive spray. No, not a spray that's permanent, something that is repositionable so you can take it off. But we're just gonna press very, very light, hold it down. And I'm gonna use white, bright white. Let me know how everyone is doing. Let me know if you're in the path of the storm, what your weather is like. The wind is picking up a little bit here. I can see the flag going. It's very cloudy. It's supposed to start anytime now, so we'll see, but nothing yet. But we are ready. All right, so bright white, and this is permanent ink, so you want to be careful. I'm going to press really light on here, and I'm going to hold it as well. I spent the day yesterday cleaning, making some soup, just trying to make sure everything is ready around here. Did some laundry. You have a lot of snow already. Hi Tina, thank you for sharing. My dad texted me this morning. He's in upstate New York still. Gosh, I forgot what he said. I almost think it was negative something, or in the teens. I don't even remember. Oh, I hope that didn't, I think it just bled. We're gonna see. But I saw pictures all over social media today of the ice storm in New York that happened in '98. And I was home on college break when that happened. And I remember it, and it was awful. All right, squeegeeing this off. It looks like it might have bled. Hopefully it didn't. All right, let's take a peek. Ah, it turned out good. All right, I'm gonna stick this right in the water. Life begins after coffee. Make sure I don't have it on my hands. But not in the valley. All right, but you're gonna get some, Lori. Snowing here, yeah. All right, so I should have squeegeed off a little more right there. It's a little thick. I was so afraid to push really hard. I'm gonna get a paintbrush and just try to take off this extra. I didn't squeegee enough off right here, and so there's a little clump. But I was so afraid it was gonna bleed. So I'm just gonna use this paintbrush and try to get, I don't want to smear it, try to get this extra ink off. Let me see if I have a smaller. All right, so I had a big clump of ink right there because I didn't squeegee it off because I was so afraid that it was bleeding. So I just used the paintbrush to sort of like get it off. All right, so this one is done. Life begins after coffee. And super fast, I'm gonna do the other one because I need to wash that transfer, because you really don't want to let them sit in water because the water can remove the stick. All right, so here is this really cute oh, you guys, I am not inking right on that. What am I doing? Losing my train of thought. It's been really warm here. Well, hopefully you don't get it. All right, so we are going to be inking on this patch. So I'm going to stick it right on this ink mat. We no longer have this patch. It's a self-adhesive patch. But I'm going to put this right. I'm going to be cutting this patch down a little bit. And then we have a heat pump, and so, hi Mary, we have a heat pump and we're really worried about that. So last minute right now, Chris is gonna buy a, and for our outside air conditioner units and heat things, he's gonna build like a cover for it last minute. So hopefully he can get that done really fast before the bad weather starts. This one says coffee is a hug in a mug, and I'm using Couture Coral, one of our signature colors. And this one, I hadn't used it in a long time and it was really thick, so I added some water. I was just going to do this on a piece of fabric and then glue it on with some fabric glue. But then I remembered I had these patches. And just so you guys know, they extended, if you've been thinking about joining our Perks program, they extended the free gift with our Perks program into the beginning of February. So you can get that free Key to My Heart bundle when you sign up to become a Perks member, and that's a preferred customer that saves 30% on all your orders all the time. And when you sign up, you're going to get a $20 product credit, and you're also going to get that Key to My Heart bundle, and then you're going to get an instant savings of 30% on all your DIY products all the time. So go sign up, start saving money on that. But the Key to My Heart bundle was supposed to only last through the 27th of the month, but they extended that as well. So you can also grab that. And then remember, our new Peanuts Fresh Start collection just launched as well. And, oh, you guys, I love this one. This one says coffee is a hug in a mug. So let me hold that up and show you guys. And then we're gonna wash these transfers really quick because you need to wash these immediately, because the ink, if it dries in the transfer, it's gonna ruin your transfer. You'll never be able to use it again. So you wanna wash them right away. And so I have a bin of water right here. And so we're just gonna wash these really fast and let them air dry. So just take these to your sink, wash the front and the back. It's very important that you get all the ink out of the silk screen, because if it dries in there, you won't be able to use these again. And these have multiple uses, so make sure you wash them really well. But like I was saying, we had our Fresh Start collection with the Peanuts collection. A couple things you should know. We have a collector's bundle where you can get the Peanuts transfers as a bundle. And inside that bundle is an exclusive Snoopy transfer. It's the same size as this transfer that we just used before it's cut up. It's called Pot of Gold, and it's a Snoopy St. Patrick's Day transfer. The only way to get that Snoopy St. Patrick's Day transfer is to buy that collector's bundle. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. You cannot buy that one separately. And then there is a transfer bundle that is also not in the collector's bundle. The Snoopy characters with the wooden chubbies that matches the transfer, that is sold in a bundle together, and the only way to get the wooden cutouts to match the Snoopy or to match the Peanuts characters is to buy that bundle. And that bundle is not sold separately, and it's not in the collector's bundle. So if you need any clarifications of that, just let me know. All right, so we're gonna let this dry and put that over there, and we're gonna dry these. I'm sure you probably can find some kind of patches on Amazon as well, and these are self-adhesive, but we need to dry these a little bit before. Well, this one actually, I'm just gonna let this one dry. When you heat set this, you need it to be completely dry, and you're gonna heat set this with your heat press at 305 for a minute on each side. Now, if you're using your household iron, set it for whatever the fabric is, and then it's 4 minutes on each side, so a total of 8 minutes, which takes forever. So, but you can use your household iron to heat set. So this one we need it to be dry, so we can heat set it and then put it onto the fabric. And I always keep it on the ink mat. Well, this one actually would be okay, but I usually keep it on the ink mat so it doesn't fold over on itself and make a mess. But you want it to be completely dry. These are washable, you can wash them. But like I said, we don't sell these anymore, but this is just decorative. So I could have done this in chalk if I wanted to, but I need to heat set this onto the towel, so I wanted to use ink anyway. But I think we're going to try to cut this down. I wanted to cut it in a heart, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's still a little sticky. So make sure you heart the video, comment, share it if you can, type the word hug into the comments. I love this size ink mat for these smaller projects. It's pretty handy. Just waiting for the mug part to dry because that's got a lot of ink right there. And I want to cut it down, so don't cut it. I don't know if it's going to fit on the... If I don't cut it, I don't know if it's going to... Well, it will fit, but... All right, let's see. So I keep getting questions, where did I get this? This is just like a mat that goes underneath the dishes, like the dish strainer, and it just came from like Marshall's or Home Goods or something. All right, let's see, because I don't... I'm gonna put it in the center of this. Well, I guess it's big enough where I don't have to, okay, I'm not gonna cut it down. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I don't want this to get. All right, so it has this adhesive backing. What did I do with the, all right, it does have a backer, so all right, so I'm gonna stick this right in the middle. I'm gonna use, hopefully it was folded evenly. I'm gonna use these lines and then I'm gonna put it right, right in the middle here. I was gonna use the bottom stitch as a guide, but it looks like, well, maybe it's not crooked. All right, I'm gonna put a piece of parchment over it. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. I forgot I had this. This was up in my closet and it's like a heavier sweatshirt. And so I'm like, it's freezing, so I need something. All right, I'm gonna put the parchment paper over this. I'm just using my little Cricut heat press today. Hopefully, hopefully this one is going to be enough. So I am just going to, I probably should have got my bigger one. It might take a little bit longer with this one. So you always want to put parchment paper in between. I don't know if this little heat press is going to be hot enough. We're going to see. I can smell it, so hopefully that means I will measure for you in just a second. I don't know if it says on the paper. And I love like these decorative towels that have these patterns, but a lot of times it's really hard to ink on them because of the pattern. So these patches are super handy. So if you can find some, but also any kind of fabric, but the only fabric I had was like really see-through. And so I was like, it is not gonna work. So I had one package of these patches left. But I am sure Amazon probably has something very similar. All right, let's see how we did. Just gonna go over the edges once more. Oh, I have done that, Lori, even on my live, and people were like yelling at me in the comments. It helps your iron glide better, but also if the ink is still a little wet, it will protect your press or your iron. All right, let's see how we did. just the corners a little bit. So everything was secure except the corners, so we're just going to do it a little bit more. I thought it would be cute if I cut the patch into a heart, but I also didn't know if I cut it, if it would separate the back adhesive from the patch. All right, I'm just pushing a little bit harder on these corners. All right. There we go. Doesn't have. It is 5.5 by 5.5. Yeah, 5.5 by 5.5 is what this one is. All right, so pretty. So this is what we have. Let me sort of fold it so you guys can see. Well, I'll just do it like that. So pretty. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not quite sure where I'm holding it in the camera. So pretty. This will just be like a decorative piece that I'll hang probably like on my dishwasher or on like my drawer to my freezer or something. Coffee is a hug in a mug. And then I have this one, which I'm just going to let this one dry. Life begins after coffee. Love it. So this one will need to be heat set as well. If this is just a decorative piece, you could absolutely do like this in chalk. Like if you're doing an adhesive patch and you have to iron it on, I would use ink. Unless you want to iron it on and then chalk on it. If it's just decorative, you could iron it on and then chalk on it. But if you want to ink it and then iron it, I would definitely ink it first. So I love this. I got this set at the Target Dollar Spot. Super cute, makes great gifts as well. So when you go into like the Target Dollar Spot or even Walmart, not the one I shop at, but the one further down the road, they have like a little dollar section as well. I always look in those places for stuff like this, obviously because I do a lot of lives and stuff, but also these make great gifts, like hostess gifts if you're going to someone's house for a dinner or a barbecue or want to take like a little thank you gift. These make great gifts. So that's what I have for you guys today. I wanted to come on before we get this storm. I don't know what to expect. Hopefully it's not bad. I haven't really looked at the news this morning. I'm sort of scared too. But I hope you guys stay safe and warm and well and inside. And if we do get it bad and we lose power, you probably won't see me for a while because I won't probably be able to go live because I won't have a way to charge everything unless I sit in my car to charge my phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but you guys stay well and safe and check in if you can, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.